Anyway, welcome back to Valkyrie Profile. We're still very early in the game. In fact, our only goal for today is to get to the end of the chapter. And hopefully that'll involve clearing one revealed dungeon and a second optional dungeon. Let's go ahead and jump into the game itself. Give it a second to load there. Yeah, so we'd gotten a decent way through the game already for Chapter 1. But I believe we have the Soul Catacombs, if I recall correctly. We'll do one more concentration just to see if something's here. I don't think there is. And if there is, then I'm just going to reset. Okay. That music playing with nothing echoing in the background tells me there's nothing more to find. I guess it doesn't really matter. If I reset, I have way too many periods to revive. In fact, that didn't even cost anything. Never mind, we're fine. Let's go ahead and start with the... Nope, not the Mountain Ruins. We'll go to the Soul Catacombs, which costs 2 of our time limit. So we're still going to end this potentially with like 5 to 6 periods left over. That's going to be a very common occurrence throughout the game. So if for whatever reason you don't buy healing and you don't really heal your characters with items, you could just heal by going to the main menu and consuming time. / passing time by resting. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and read the description. Travelers who settled here were greeted only by abandoned catacombs. They placed an ankh on the gate to calm the spirits of the dead, but it has since been removed. Perhaps the work of the undead. Surely enemies lurk deep in the catacombs' bowels. Indeed they do. This dungeon is not too bad. We'll be doing this very differently if we end up doing the speedrun route later. To get used to the controls once more. Okay. We have a couple different ways we could go. Take a look at the leftmost room, which reveals that there's enemies and also items there. Actually, I changed my mind. Let's go this way. There's a little item up here we might as well collect. Although getting it could be kind of tricky. There we go. We got one of the best skills in the game, Attack Power. In fact, we're going to be using that immediately. Now, if you'd prefer mages, you can transmute that to be the opposite of Attack Power, so you could get Magic Power up. But Attack Power is extremely, extremely broken. So why don't we take a look at the comparison? So we've been leveling Fight so far, which has been giving about 2 to every stat, which isn't too bad. Or Attack Power gives 30 Strength. So even just 1 point in this is basically 60, or 1 point is 30 damage. It's really, really unfair how early you get this. We'll stop leveling those characters for now. I'm not really sure what we'll end up doing. Anyways, the game warns us. Oh, actually, let me do one thing that I love doing. There we go. That hyperspeed launch, I love. Forget, can you freeze these people? You can't. So what other strategies happen to do is they choose to skip this dungeon because there's a lot of enemies you can't freeze in it, and they come back later when you get a relic to ignore enemy encounters. However, since we don't have that, and we're going for what I'm just going to call intended percentage, we'll try to duel them wherever we see them.
These are formidable adversaries.
Are they formidable adversaries? I don't think so. Easy peasy, chat. So we'll be using the Archer to pierce their guard. Since if you remember, we set him up last time to have an unblockable attack. Unfortunately, due to our terrible combos, we're not very likely to get a blast attack. However, we are likely to kill them basically every time. Unfortunately, I timed my combo a little slow there, so we didn't get the kill. They have a very small chance of triggering first aid on themselves. So we should be fine health-wise. Nice. I'm trying to avoid getting the XP crystals, if you might recall, chat, because I really don't want to level in this game until we get towards the end. It's not worth it. Plus, it makes the game a little more challenging. Ooh, timed it too slow. I guess because he's further back than the other ones. Fortunately, we weren't really punished for that. They should probably do something like this. Yeah, that's much better. But ideally, we would want weapons that have multi-hit. But right now, I don't really
Our
need them.
mighty foes.
So we're gonna level a couple times. Unfortunately, it's very hard to dodge encounters going through here, unless you save this dungeon for later. I think there might be an item up here. Oh no, I'm thinking of the next ladder. Never mind. Just practicing something. Very interesting. I was just seeing if you could hold up on the ladder directly and jump, and it kind of lets you do it. I used him for the boosted height, chat. I don't really care if we fight them or not, to be honest. Go ahead, strike me first. I don't really care. Now, I will say, I'm actually happy we get to see these lesser vampires. They actually drop something I want. So if we get lucky, I might try to combo them the real way on purpose just once. Oh, I should have done the slam first. Okay, I need to do arm grip first if I want it. Yeah, they could drop rusted items, which are normally very useless. However, we'll be getting something later in the game that makes them godlike. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not Arngrim that knocks down, it's Belinus. Oops. That's what I get for not playing for a while, chat. I need something more like this. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. So if I do Belinus into Arngrim, that should set up for treasure farming.
That was too easy. What's next?
That was too easy. I'm playing with unleveled characters. It's still free, chat. Don't even have to combo properly. I want something like this, I think, to get this item. Yeah, there we go. Got a short bow. It could be useful for me, depending on what attributes it gives me. 5% chance of breaking, but it double hits. Ooh. I'm gonna save that for a boss. Also, that Dragon Slayer is insane. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have access to good bows, which is also a reason why in other routes we'll end up probably doing at the end. We'll see what happens if we wait until we just get better bows. But for now, we'll just do what we can. I believe this will describe the puzzle of this area. Writing is carved on the slab. Destroy all guardians. The time for guardians is over. Transform their resting places. Let us offer burial tools for the dead. So that is a hint for how to complete this dungeon's puzzle. We're going to be seeing a couple of seals on the ground, and we can interact with them in different ways. Mostly involves pushing a tombstone over their resting spot. Yeah, nothing to interact here. Oh, interesting. That might be why it's acting a bit differently for me. Yeah, there's a treasure up there. I think we want that. I remember mostly the route to actually exit the dungeon, but I have to think a little bit on where the treasure is, since it is a habit to skip it. Most of it is not relevant. We got the most important skill in the game, and it's not for the reason you think it is. So Avoid, for people that have played the game before and might be slightly familiar with the game, is gives you a chance of dodging. But we actually don't want that. We want Guts. Guts is the best skill in the game. Guts is broken. Guts is basically cheating, and I do not feel bad for getting early Guts. But for people not familiar with Guts, anybody that has any amount of capacity points will basically not die as long as the Guts chance triggers, and the Gut chance is based off the number of ranks we get. So we now have the best skill in the game as soon as Chapter 1. That's fair, right, chat? I just got something that will just cheese the entire rest of the game on the second dungeon of the game. So you might see there's a statue here. We pop it, and then we go through. Oh, how do we push again? There we go. And we pull or push this little tombstone over here. Now, fortunately, every time we do this, we should get event experience. So if I really need to power level somebody, I could do that. There are no more items in the room, according to this, so let's leave. Oh, it's very fair. It's very balanced. I don't know if they just thought players would just use skills immediately, but I mean, it's their fault, chat. They should have let me do that. This enemy is very hard to dodge normally. You can dodge him. I don't think we will. I could try to get a boosted jump, potentially with ice. We'll go for it once. And then I'm trying to remember what the trick was to get this early. You can... Oh, there we go. I think I need to actually shatter this. You can, like, jump over it, or you could pull it. I guess it doesn't matter which one I do. As long as I get by this, it doesn't matter. Now, the plus side is you can push him along, so we don't have to actually fight him. He's one of the few easily skipped ones. I don't think there's any more items in here, but for the sake of showing off the rest of the room, we'll go up here. Yeah, Guts is very, very, very good. In fact, it'll probably help us in a little bit if I decide to level. We see our next statues here. We have a chest just above. Wasn't sure if that would be an arrow or not. I don't remember what this one is offhand. Let's see what it is. Another fire lance? Okay. Oops. Come on. Come on, grab it. Unfortunately, attack and grab are the same button, so sometimes the game gets a little finicky if you don't give it a second to register. So with that out of the way, I believe we can reach the boss. Although the downside, as I said before, is that these enemies are going to be very hard to skip comparatively. I'm probably going to end up in this encounter. Yeah. I'm sure there's a cleaner way to get past them with just ice, but it is what it is, chat.
No mercy.
There we go. That's exactly what I want to do to farm for treasure. I got the timing down for later. I'm a little surprised First Aid has not triggered on anybody yet. It is a small % chance, but usually by now we usually see it, but oh well. Well, that was slightly too fast on Valkyrie. It's fine. So yeah, we're playing the low combo route. Oh, there we go. It took a while, chat, because we were taking some damage. Not a significant amount, mind you, but enough that I'm surprised that hadn't occurred yet. Now, our health totals are a little low, which will be interesting for the boss. But I think we'll still be fine. We're going to be going against, I believe it's 2 sorcerers and one of the lizardmen. The sorcerers will be using dark magic. The back row leveled, nice. Potentially with that, they might have enough to ascend them to Valhalla. But we still have 90 evaluations, so I really don't need them to actually be any good at all in order to get what we need. That puts them at 90 points total. I think we'll have them hold off. I was just curious about something, if there was actually a difference between the D-pad movement and the control stick. I think there is. I've noticed I've gotten the walk animation when using the D-pad. I blame playing Shadow Hearts 2, where the game forces you to play with the D-pad, even though the analog works, due to weird bugs. Eye of Heaven, not bad. Oh. I missed one of them, apparently. My bad, chat. I forget which one I missed. Actually, you know what? I can picture the room it's in, but I have to think about where it is. I think it's R2, gives me the map. Yeah, there should have been one more back room I must have missed. So if I remember correctly, that's one where they're all standing on the statues, which is very silly and very obnoxious. Unfortunately, I have to deal with him again. That's okay. So we'll go backwards. My bad, chat. Did not mean to miss it. We went into this one. We could double check that we did do it, because that'll remain sealed. But there's one where I want to say it's like 1 tombstone, and then there's 2 lizardmen stacked on it. Oh, you know what? It's probably at the first floor. We'll check this as well. Oh, no, it's here. Never mind. There's nothing else to attain in this room, I think, but we can pop that now. Yeah, this is where it's really hard to avoid the combat, because they're just kind of stacked up there. Come on. Oh, or not. Oh well, sloppy gameplay, chat.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
We'll take it, though. Yeah, they're just chilling there.
We're totally outmatched.
We're totally outmatched, he says. If you say so. Nice. Easy kills. So I might use a healing item here. We'll see. At least for Valkyrie. I don't really care about the other characters if
mercy.
they die, to be honest. I don't think I mentioned this before, but if Valkyrie dies, you have a turn limit to win the game, or else you game over, because she's the one that keeps them alive, or at least sustained. So it's definitely not good to have Valkyrie die. Every other character dying, it's fine. You could beat the match. It's just they probably won't get experience.
They were no match for us.
Yeah, we're avoiding the bonus XP by purposely not playing with the game mechanics. And that's another thing. So because I was in the air jumping, it still kept my momentum, but before the game loaded, it moved me forward. So I made contact with the second one. If you're wondering what happened there, it's a little unfair that the game can move you when you're not able to see. A little bit. I could have technically held backwards while in the air and I might have dodged it, but it's just one of those Valkyrie profile things, champ. Oh, not enough to break guard. I tried. Yeah, we're gonna keep the combos ultra simple. Just showing that you don't even need to bother with the combo system in the game. Unless you're just going for overkills or voice clips. But for now, we'll just keep it simple. Speaking of simple, how much experience do these people have? Ooh, unfortunately it looks like I'm gonna level with Valkyrie and Arngrim in this boss battle. I got into too many encounters here. Oh well. I'll just eat the hit point loss slash endgame stat point loss, I suppose. Let's go ahead and pull this last one to its destination. So now that should be good to go. Yeah, we'll just full health her. He has resistance to dark already, I believe. I hope I put the ring back on her, or else that'll make me kind of sad. I did, and she already has super dark resist, I believe. Poison and dark, so no matter what spell they use, we're pretty much going to negate it, so anytime they attack Valkyrie, they're basically just wasting their time. But given that her health was so low, I was unsure if that would do it or not. I want to check one thing before we go any further. Just to make sure. Okay, yeah, there are no items there. Okay. So once we beat the boss, I believe we'll get access to Magic Pal either way. This dungeon is amazing, but this dungeon also does not appear in easy mode. I just did not mean to fall on him. So either way, I would say like normal and hard mode get the same kind of advantage over easy mode. So they do not get this early guts. In fact, I don't even know if they can get guts in normal easy mode. Oh, we got the treasure. Okay, the practice paid off. It's not the enemy I was looking to kill with the treasure, but it's better to have gotten it on something than nothing at all. Oh, slightly too early on that one. Yeah, Valkyrie Arrow just completely outspeeds the melee characters, which is very awkward to time. Slightly too early. Yeah, that timing is a little tricky with our current weapons, though. I'll get used to it, though. What did we end up earning?
Did you think you could defeat me?
Just the longsword. Disappointing. Yeah, as I said before, easy mode I think is the hardest mode of the game. Just because it removes dungeons that actually give you useful items, and the dungeons that you do receive give you less items. Which is really contrary to how game design really should be. So that always throws me off. So just never play easy mode in this game. So this is allegedly hard mode. I mean, you could put hard in quotations too. I mean, I'm making kind of a mockery at the difficulty. I'm using like none of the mechanics needed to beat the battle, and then we still win. It just goes to show you, chat. Oops, I forgot where the door was. Should be good here. Making sure we didn't miss anything. I don't think so. Really? Oh, I had to pop it again, that's why. Okay, I was gonna say, we definitely earned the right to go fight this boss. I was like, what is going on? There we go, 5,000 event experience. So you can see we only need about 3,500 to level from like almost a base level. So if we were to look at our party system, and look at our experience orb. We could give somebody a ton of levels with the experience orb. However, that is a trap. Don't do that. Only do that if you're not going to play the character and you need to ascend them. Also, I, for some reason, did not get my running momentum there, so that was awkward.
To my side, my
Ideally,
noble
you should just
Iron
running jump over him.
Oh no, we're totally outmatched.
But apparently we're outmatched, chat. I mean, if you say so. Oh, we got the item from him. Nice. Practice pays off. Again, surprisingly, the items you could get either early in the game end up being some of the best items, just due to how transmutation works. So as long as you hold on to some of those junk items, you'll be surprised how often they'll actually end up being like super top tier. That was too early. Oh, I got an XP crystal. Dang, didn't want it. I comboed too well, chat. My bad. I got a combo worse. Should have waited for the bounce. Try that one more time. But hey, I'm happy we got a item from this. Nice, first aid triggering, nice. Nice, triggered twice, excellent. Oh, too early. Dang, that's a shame. That's the downside, because Arngrim, when he slams the enemy, puts them in the air briefly, I can accidentally XP crystal myself. Oh, we're getting all these free first aids, let's go. We'll take it. Sadly, that 46 health might actually make us survive.
They were no match for us.
So much unneeded XP. Chainmail, hey! Okay, given that we haven't transmuted any armor, that's actually kind of useful. If you look right now, we have the Krasis, which is Iron Breastplate with Ether Coating, which renders it indestructible. 50 damage reduction. Or chat, we could just reduce by 100 with the armor made from linked metal chains. So completely worth it. Absolutely completely worth it. What a amazing upgrade. Literally doubled the defense. So Valkyrie is basically unkillable at this point in the game. The only way I think she will die at this point is the optional dungeons. Because the optional dungeon potentially can throw enemies from higher chapters than where we're at. Meaning we could fight near endgame monsters randomly. Which is kind of brutal. I forget where the item is in this room. Is it below him? It might be. Yeah, let's go the long way around. I kind of want the item. Yeah, fun in air quotes. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any magic crystal, or not magic crystals, magic gems. Which will, no, excuse me, Tomb of Alchemy. Tomb of Alchemy will turn them into magic crystals.
These are formidable
instead of us needing to fight them. And we could cheese any encounter in the game with that, outside of bosses. Nice, I got another chainmail. Practice paid off, chat. See, like, if you do bother with the combo system, sometimes it helps.
Burn in hell, blasphemer of souls.
Burn in hell, blasphemer of souls. I think that's a new one for me. Another chainmail. Oh my gosh, chat. Give me those free points. Gimme. Come here, Arngrim. Are you ready to be unkillable? Nice. Again, if the other characters die, it doesn't really matter. Wasn't sure if that would be an arrow or not. We got another elemental scepter. Are you serious? Okay, so for chat not remembering what that does, it is the one that lets us do greater magics. So at this point, if we had 2 mages in the party, we'd basically cheesed every encounter. This is like completely busted. I can't believe you could get one from here. I'm gonna remember this as a backup for the speedrun route, because this is really easy to grab while on the way. And the one in the beginning dungeon is honestly also not hard to reach. Villain, you dare disturb the sleep of the dead. Drow Shaman goes, ha ha ha, how amusing. It seems our behavior displeases you. Perhaps you should leave your job as a goddess and become a grave tender. Silence, worm. What riveting talk, chat. But hey, we got boss music. Oh, I'm sorry, it's an ape, not a lizardman.
No mercy.
The Drow Shaman can be annoying. Depending on how much damage they do, we could potentially hit them with some gems. Ooh, that guy's pretty tanky. Maybe I should use some gems. Oh no, they did Fire Lance.
It cannot be.
Oh no, chat. I thought they used dark magic. Oh, this is a problem. It cannot be, chat. If we set great endurance while we fit them, we're sending after the sorcerers. We must go after the sorcerers. Oh, I know I could use bow. I just got wrecked. So that is unfortunate. Yeah, I completely misremembered what they had. My bad. I might have to rethink some things, chat. If I have to restart, it's fine. I also did not bring a backup item, so I think I just messed up in general. But my bad, chat. I played too sloppy. How much damage do I do to Drow Shaman by itself? Not enough. Okay, we're actually gonna reset, since I thought I at least had a gem on me. Not worth doing. Or it won't reset, that's fine. We'll just reset this way. Normally I bring a sorcerer in here and it's not an issue. I guess I could bring Jolanda in and just end the fight instantly. I'll show you what you could do from the speedrun perspective, I suppose. I wanted to level the bowmen up a little bit, so I think we'll keep them in the party. Yeah, my bad, chat. I thought they used Poison Blow. I must be thinking of the later sorcerers. Yeah, 10,000 deaths. So I'll show you why I was not using the sorcerer, for sure. Sorry about the reset. I probably should have checked that before the stream. There we go. I guess hard mode can technically be hard. If you don't have guts. Let's try this again, chat. So we're gonna go ahead and change the bowman to be here. Belinus can't do anything in this fight, so we'll just switch into Jolanda. And I guess I could technically elixir up. Probably okay. Oh, I have to re-grab that one item. That's annoying.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
No mercy.
Ooh, we didn't get the item that time. But you can see, like, damage-wise, when you use the mages, they do tons and tons of damage.
Well done, everyone.
I'm just thinking. If I want to get a guaranteed kill on them, there's one more thing I could do. Give ourselves a Shadow Gem. Do we have an Elemental Scepter as the backup? That's fine. Unfortunately, we might end up losing our Elemental Scepter here. We'll see what happens. Ideally, we won't. But if we do, we have a backup, so it doesn't matter. So again, it's a kind of 50-50 chance whether or not it breaks. But if it doesn't break, it's basically game over.
We may be in trouble.
Ooh, she can't use the spell on her first turn. That's actually a problem. So we're still gonna face the same issue as before. Out of curiosity, how much will this do to the back row? Oh, that still kills them instantly. Oh, so I could have just double Shadow Gemmed. Oh, okay. Okay, so I don't even need to use the greater magic. Good to know. Shadow Gem OP, chat. Oh, this time they behaved. So we're fine. We win, actually. I don't even need to use the greater magic. So I don't have to worry about it breaking. Wow, Jolanda is just broken, chat. Look at the damage she could deal. Dead. Yeah, no greater Cramels needed. Oh. Still had a turn. Nice. Hopefully first aid triggers. Oh, it did. Nice. Arngrim getting a little safety health there. I think we got this. We don't have any knockdown effects, but that's fine. We will in a turn. Do you want to learn about fringing? Wrong game.
In the name of all the gods.
It's for you, chat.
Finishing strike. Lance Storm. You're still alive? It shall be engraved.
Oh, Arngrim didn't have enough to combo. That's a shame. Although, maybe it won't matter. Okay, I'm not using a greater Kramal art,
Only prolong
quote unquote, from chat.
Nibalang Valesti!
Anyway, say goodbye to this fight. But you see what a difference it makes if you just have like the right item? So I could have actually gotten away without using Jolanda here. That's a shame. Welcome back, Arna. Hope you're doing well. Easy kill. Much better, right, chat? Much better.
Ha! Did you think you could defeat me?
Unfortunately, we leveled up. Rest in peace, our levels, chat. Too much XP. So, oh, look, chat. There's a relic here, Secret of Damascus. Oh, careful. If we don't send it, our evaluation will drop. Good thing we're gonna offer it up to Odin. Oops, Butterfingers. I kept the artifact. What a shame, chat. Hey, look, chat. There's an item called the Crown of Felmar. Sure would be a shame if I were to accidentally slip again and keep the relic. Oh, what a shame it happened again. Woe is me. Oh, hey, chat. An emerald necklace, which allows us to get bonus skill points whenever we level. Oh man, that sure would be useful if we kept it. Oh, oops. I'm sorry, Odin. Okay, so now what we want to have on Valkyrie at all times, until basically the end of the game, is we can remove the Nibelung ring for now. This is so good, chat. Look at what it does. Necklace of Emeralds, which shines with a glorious blue light, increases CP by 100 whenever you level. Given that Valkyrie is basically the only character you can't ever really sub out, I basically just get so many levels of guts from this so early in the game. I feel so bad for people that send relics. This is like such a big advantage, and this is why the game just becomes easy mode. So anyway, she should be able to equip this other thing as well. So chat, we have something that gives 3 less defense, but oh look, chat, darkness minus 50%. Sure. Crown named after its owner, it has no other particularly unique qualities except for darkness minus 50%. So basically, I have near immunity to every enemy in the game already, chat. I hope you enjoyed it. We're already nearly immune. So good, chat. What else did we receive? Oh, Secret of Damascus. Where's the Damascus? Right now, I don't think this does anything of interest. Oh, I could make it a fairy earring. I'm gonna save and then go back to that. I might consult the transmutation guide to see what else that turns into. That is also very rude. I think I might have been able to dodge it by standing behind the treasure chest. Oops, I did not mean to fall off there. But this should be Magic Pow. Also, I will say, momentum from ladders is very weird. It's something you have to kind of get used to. Let's try this. Yeah, we can just barely dodge that. Frigid Damsel. Okay, Frigid Damsel's solid. Not like the craziest spell in the world, but if we don't have a launch, it's not bad. There we go, chat. Very, very easy clear, minus me goofing on that final boss. Otherwise, not too bad. Time for a rest. Why not? We'll just rest 2 periods just for the full heal. Again, we're very likely to level with the other characters. Ideally, what you do is you actually just sub people in that are not going to level, and you just try your best to rotate the Emerald Necklace to as many party members as possible. So technically, if I want Arngrim to become a god, I actually don't want Arngrim in the party at the moment. I want Belenus, because I don't care if Belenus gets experience. So that way, Arngrim will be at a different XP level, and I can kind of manage his stats a little better. Now, technically, the Emerald Necklace should be on Jolanda, if I want to make sure she gets max CP, but I don't even know if she needs it, to be honest with you. We'll see, I suppose. I will say, though, now that we have Magic Pow... Oh, she hasn't leveled yet. Actually, I'll take that back. We'll save here before I do anything else, but ideally, I should be prepping those characters to send to Valhalla, if we're going to go with the theme of intended percent, of trying to max evaluation while also getting every single ending. I think we unlocked one more dungeon, which is the Cave of Oblivion. So this will spawn randomly in the world. There are ways to manipulate it by loading other save files, doing very specific things with very specific party members, then loading into your save file, and then going to the Cave of Oblivion. We will not be doing that. We'll not be doing that kind of exploitation. We'll exploit bad AI. We will not exploit the RNG system. So I have no idea what we're going to see here, given that we went through a dungeon. So let's read the description of the Cave of Oblivion. It is said that the jewels and monsters that appear in the cave are different each time it is visited, which is true. Cave is a natural wonder, the envy of adventurers, but be extremely wary here. The monsters and other magical beings can be extremely powerful. So I fully expect to die, as this is purely optional, and this will punish you for not leveling. So if we are unlucky, we will see Dragon Zombie immediately. So we're gonna fight everything we see. Looks like nothing spawned in here. Ooh, tricky jump. Oh, I got sucked into the doorway. So if I fail this, I basically lose a chance at a treasure. Okay, we didn't fail the jump. And there's no treasure. Get wrecked. Platforming not rewarded. So there's an enemy somewhere in this room. Okay, I found him. But he's in a place that's very hard. Yeah. If you fall from here, like, good luck. Yeah, see that? I can't even jump back up to go back. So we missed the enemy on the way down. Oh, wait, are you serious? Wow, this was the worst Cave of Oblivion I have ever seen. Chat, we're reloading the game. I am not accepting that. That's actually garbage. A Cave of Oblivion with 4 rooms and then only 1 monster? Are you serious? Wow, reload. Chat, objection, reroll. Listen, I want to show off content in the game. If it's gonna give me that garbage, is it possible to see your Persona series game on your channel in the future? Asking if I'll play Persona? I don't know. I don't view that as my kind of game, to be honest with you. I've played the Persona games. I would play something more like Devil Survivor. And maybe a Shin Megami game, but I don't know Persona specifically. That I don't know about. Okay, so we're gonna go see if this reset the RNG. If it did not, we'll attempt to manipulate it live. we don't need guides for it. I think I know what to do to get it to reset. Let's see if this changed it. If it didn't, then I'll do something that should force it to change. This is looking kind of samey so far. At least we should fight the enemy on the way down, if nothing else. Yeah, this is looking hard locked, so the enemy is like right here, I think. There it is. Let's at least fight this enemy and see what it is.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Oh, say goodbye to my back row, by the way.
No!
So anyway, chat, this is what normally happens in a Cave of Oblivion.
I don't want to die again.
Wow.
It cannot be.
Wow, chat. Wow, everybody died. I can't even hit him. Well, anyway, I'm glad I got to show off the Cave of Oblivion. Oh, we blocked it? Really? Yeah, he's dead. Let's see the game over, chat. Oh, Cave of Oblivion. Yeah, we got wiped out. No kidding. Well, needless to say, those enemies were not in the next couple of chapters. So it just sends us back to the overworld in shame. And we lose our chance of getting treasure. I want to see one thing, though. I want to see if we can manipulate it live on stream. Okay, chat. So to set this up, I need, I think, a save file here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to reset the game, load into this game, and then load into the other game. That should make a change. I don't have quite the setup I think I need in order to get the best possible dungeon. But yeah, just everybody got destroyed. So we didn't get to see that in our previous playthrough, but that was quite entertaining. So I hope you like that, chat. Let's go for a manipulation here. Although, I think because I already spawned Cave of Oblivion, I don't think I could do it. But let's find out together, chat. So, again, the game will detect and set the RNG based off of your party, whether or not you have swordsmen in your party, whether you're in the overworld or in a dungeon itself, and also the number of party members you have. So all those things will contribute to manipulating the RNG. But I don't recall offhand if that applies to a Cave of Oblivion that's already spawned. The first thing we're going to do is just load into this. Then we're not even going to do anything. I mean, I could get into a fight if I really want to. I think that will also change the RNG. Let's see if this alone is good enough to reset it. Let's witness, chat. If it doesn't, then obviously we're not fighting that enemy. It's literally impossible. I don't even know if we could kill that enemy, even with Shadow Gems. And the fact that there were 4 of them was basically GG. So if not, we'll just end the chapter. Which is a little anticlimactic. And also very disappointing, because Cave of Oblivion potentially can give you extremely good items. So the trade-off of having nearly impossible encounters is the fact that we could get like Chapter 4, Chapter 5 items. So yeah, it looks like it didn't reset the dungeon, which is a shame. So I guess you have to do that before you summon the Cave of Oblivion. Oh well. I guess we'll fall down again. Bit of a shame, but now we know, chat. So we'll just leave, since there's apparently nothing here. So I think this was officially the worst Cave of Oblivion I have ever seen in any playthrough, on or off stream. So unfortunately, I was hoping that would take more like 20 to 30 minutes to complete. But alas, chat, we are here. So why don't we set up for sending somebody? So why don't we see what happens if we don't send anybody? So our evaluation is 75. That way you as the chat might not have seen what the difference would be between max evaluation and what happens if you just ignore them. So let's see what snide comments we get from Freya. Let's end the turn, as it were. The goddess Freya summoned you. The chapter is concluded. Begin sacred phase. If you really want to, you could go back and grind, but it's not worth it, chat. So let's see what she says.
It has been a long time, Lenneth. Our current situation is as follows.
Let's see the status of the war. We are the Aesir. And given that we didn't send anybody, we just lost our 4 strength.
Our current situation is, if things do not improve, I am afraid we are doomed.
Outcome not look good. Got it, Freya.
Lenneth, about your performance, you must try harder.
We have to try harder, chat.
These are all the materialized points I can grant you at this time.
So keep in mind, chat, she just gave us 2,250.
Lenneth, I have a request to make of you. We need more warriors.
So now, the second hero, if we want to get good evaluation, needs warrior, tactic, leadership, and identify. Belinus is extremely good at this. We need to send him with relatively little in terms of personality upgrades to get to the 50 hero value. And he has so much CP that we could probably give this automatically.
Send us a warrior with good battle skills.
Try harder than doing nothing? You're right, Chad, it's not possible. We have to send another warrior with good battle skills.
Skilled in battle tactics. Send us someone with a good knowledge of artifacts. Very well. Good fortune. I expect mighty deeds.
So we can see there, we got the please try harder from her. So what happens if we do try harder? Let's see what kind of difference it'll make. Again, in other routes, you don't even technically ever have to send anybody up, except for if you're going for the good ending. So you could completely ignore that mechanic of the game. But I think we'll try to obey what the game probably intended us to do. Let's go ahead and go to Llewellyn, who we've not given any skill points to. He is really far away from getting positive points here. I think this is the... Oh, this is the most cost-effective. This should be fine. We almost have him at a positive hero rank. Nice. He's above 20. That should go well for us with the evaluations. So, hero value 41, solid. We could give him some other stats, so he'll more likely survive. We could give him fight or like a point in leadership, survival maybe. What would be another good one? Attack power maybe? You know, just some overall stats. You never know when they're useful. Overall, he'll be going with 41. We'll save over the other file, because we can also do some comparisons while we're here. Let's go ahead and use the transfer option and send him up. Can you fix his inability to swim? No. So we sent him up. The evaluation still says 75, but let's see what she says this time. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yes, we're aware there's nothing left to do in the chapter. But we'll see what happens in comparison. We'll even send up the other character just to showcase. Like, just the potential difference between the two of them. The items you get from her are random if you appease her. Some of them are good. Early on in the game, they're really not worth it. So honestly, if you just disobey her, it's still worth it in the long run. This is fine. We'll just rest it out. The most important thing is that we do not have the Nibelung ring on when we go here, because that's when it checks. Potentially impacts our seal rating is when we do these.
It has been a long... Our current situation.
We're gonna skip through this basic stuff. We should see a difference in the war status as we send somebody. In fact, we went +1 instead of -1, so we're doing better there.
Our current situation is, if things do not improve, I am afraid we are doomed.
Right, optimistic as ever.
Do you wish to know the status of our Einherjar?
And this time we have a new option for sending somebody. So sure, let's find out what happened to the archer.
You wish to know his status?
So already, he succeeded at his first task, as we sent him with decent stats. So even though they're very low level, don't get me wrong, you could still very easily clear the other ones as long as you do well with the base hero evaluation and give him some general points here or there. He's already a 19th rank god in the first platoon. He got 22 extra hero value, so he's more likely to succeed in the future. Let's see a little bit about what he did. Now you might notice some of these are glowing, so if we happen to touch some of these, we actually get little cutscenes. What's this? While patrolling near the base, Luan finds an injured rabbit. Going up to it, he uses his own items to treat its wounds. Caught by a wolf, were you? Don't worry, it's not too bad. With this, you'll be better soon. Be more careful next time, okay? Hero value +2. So it is. It is kind of interesting from the replayability standpoint. If you want to see all the skits for the different characters, you'd potentially have to do a lot of playthroughs. But I figure, you know, get to see some little differences here or there. Apparently he had victory over the barbarians and was able to clear the enemy officer. So I want to see if he's still able to get these victories if we don't go all the way. So we'll probably make a save once we're done with this, just so we can keep this file. But we'll probably go back to the other one and see what happens if we give him basically nothing. I'm curious if he'll still succeed. We get to learn together, chat. Wiping out the barbarians, Tordos Mountain Range, 1st Platoon. The Seer led by Odin and the Vanir led by Surt. How many ages has it been since these two powers began fighting? One time the Aesir destroy a fortress, another time the Vanir are victorious at sea. Both armies have always pushed ahead and been pushed back over and over. The Einherjar were sent to Valhalla by Valkyrie right in the thick of it all. Freyr reports to the Einherjar with a tense expression on her face. Wow, that scroll's really quick actually for reading out loud.
Show me your abilities. Destroy all the enemies which lie in the Tortos Mountains to the west of Valhalla.
And so on, Harrier and the rest were to have their first battle annihilating the barbarians living in Tortoise Mountain range of the western Valhalla. It was said that the barbarians and Tortoise had caused damage to the Assyrian army by attacking transport squadrons passing through the mountains. Apparently, the damage hadn't been that significant, but as the war with the Vidir became more serious, they wanted to eliminate unnecessary distractions. Individually, the barbarians were supposed to be weak. Grouped together, they had extraordinary power. They say that none of them uses magic, but they were smart enough to handle a bow. Deep breath. That is fast text, chat.
I do not think you will lose. I expect to hear good news.
She doesn't think we'll lose, though. That's a good sign. Victory in war successfully wiped out the barbarians. Finally, exploits recognized. So we did well enough that we even got a bonus one. As I said before, if you give them a little extra or more than what they say, either in hero value or other stats, you'll increase your chance of getting improved hero value. So it looks like we got one for being high enough here. Who recognized our exploits? Oh, we almost never see this character. That's Vidar. Llewellyn, you've been doing well lately. No, sir, not at all. Keep up the good work. Your efforts here will have a big effect on the war here in Asgard. Yes, I understand. I'll do my best. Recent exploits rewarded. Do not think you will lose. I expect to hear good news. Exactly, chat. Yeah, see, chat doesn't even... Some of these characters don't even show up depending on, you know, how well you do. So I don't even think we saw Vidar at all in our other playthroughs. But he exists, I swear. So let's see what the difference is now.
Do you wish to know the status of our Einherjar?
Nope, we don't. I think we know enough.
Lenneth, about your performance. Send us warriors, brave and true.
Okay, she didn't tell us to do better.
These are all the materialized points I can grant you at this time.
So instead of 2250, chat, for sending them, we got 3390, so a slight boost.
The Lord Odin is pleased with you.
And look, chat, Odin is happy with us.
He bids me give you these artifacts.
Wait, they gave us another elemental scepter? Are you serious? Wait, that's actually broken. Wait, we got the best item. It's already over. Chat, it's over. It's over. I wasn't even planning to ever get another one. We got a third one. Oh boy, chat. I'm gonna cheese some boss really hard in the near future. I don't remember if weight reaction becomes anything interesting. Normalize is okay. We already have Fire Lance and Frigid Damsel. Combo counter is okay. But yeah, another elemental scepter is actually stupid.
Lenneth, I have a request to make of you.
Oh, this is the same, so I'll just skip through this. But you can already see, sometimes you might get surprised. She'll give you some early access to skills.
Well. Good fortune. I expect mighty deeds.
But generally, they're not anything too crazy. Elemental Scepter, I think, is the craziest. I forgot that was even on the list. So let's make a save. This will be what our formal playthrough will use, where we assume we will just keep Belinus. And if Belinus happens to level and he gets stuff that he shouldn't have, it doesn't really matter. So we will save... Oh, I kind of messed up the save order. I guess over this one, technically, is fine. Yeah, that's fine. And I just want to see, chat, just for the sake of full testing it. What happens if we don't give him any equipment and we also give the bare minimum hero value to ascend? That's something I think we didn't really experiment with before. So the game assumes that you give them equipment, but what happens if you don't? We don't care about efficiency at all. I just want it to be above 0. Almost. We're gonna send him with the bare minimum. Let's see what happens, chat. And we'll wait it out. Let's compare. So technically we're following her orders. We just didn't try very hard, chat. So this was like low effort.
It has been a long time, Lenneth. Our current situation is as follows.
We still lost strength. Chat, he was that bad.
Our current situation is, if things do not improve, I am afraid we are doomed. Do you wish to know the status of our Einherjar?
Did he die or something? What happened?
You wish to know his status?
Oh, that's what happened, chat. See, he still rescued the animal due to his traits, but he actually failed against the barbarians. So you can see he's no longer ranked 19, chat. He didn't earn it. Well, let's see. How did he get defeated, chat? What was his big mistake? So definitely not giving them weapons makes a big difference. I think hero value does make a small difference. There's certain times it will check for very specific traits. So having a higher value in said trait just increases their chance of success.
First, show me your abilities. Destroy all the enemies which lie in the Tortos Mountains to the west of Valhalla.
I think this will be about the same. Yeah, this text is the same, so I'll speed it up a little bit. What happens here? Does she believe in us?
I do not think you will lose. I expect to hear good news.
Oh, Freya weirdly optimistic for Freya. Oh, we don't get an event that follows up, but he failed, so let's see what the game says this time.
Do you wish to know the status of our Einherjar?
Yeah, that's fine.
Lenneth, about your performance, you must try harder.
We still got the you must try harder, though.
These are all the materialized points I can grant you at this time.
Wow, we got half of the materialized bonus and no items, I think.
The Lord Odin
Oh,
is
we
pleased
did.
with you.
Really? He's pleased with that? He's got low expectations, chat.
He bids me give you these artifacts.
Wow, he gave us the elemental scepter no matter what. Yeah, you can see already a big difference. We only got one item instead of those other 8. I'm really surprised he even gave us anything, to be honest with you.
Lenneth, I have a request to make of you. We need more warriors.
So we'll just reset from here. So that's entertaining. I'm sure chat has maybe not seen what happens there. If you want, chat, we can also send up Belinus instead, if you'd like to see another alternate reality. We'll do whatever the chat wants. We actually cleared chapter 1 way ahead of time, so I guess we'll go a little bit into chapter 2. I think the goal is mostly to recruit characters, and then we'll probably leave the dungeons for next time. Given that I thought we were going to be in Cave of Oblivions for a while. That's saying sure, why not? Yeah, we could do that. We'll just go back to this other save. But already you could see what a big difference it made just by spending all of his points. And just imagine with the Emerald Necklace, chat, that extra 100 CP, just giving them better stats so they're more likely to succeed. You could give them little ranks in the different abilities like leadership or identify. So if he happens to come across a task that requires those, he can actually pass them. So technically I can also fed the Archer XP so that he does even better than normal, but I really don't think that's necessary. Oh, he only has 90. I don't know if that's going to be enough. So you actually want to be careful about a couple of these. Sacrificing, if you max this, actually increases your chance of the character killing himself in Valhalla. So let's not do that. You know what? Since this is an alternate scenario, what happens if we get Belinus, like, completely max experience? We'll never do this normally, but just hypothetically. What would you do? Oh, I could have given him the Emerald Necklace there. That actually would have been good. Oh well. So you can already see his hero value. If you're wondering how we're gonna get to 50, he's 87 at these levels. We could give him just random ranks and everything at this point, and he should be fine. Yeah, he should basically be the god, chat. He can do whatever is needed and just auto-win. I don't think I actually need survive. That's not as useful. So if he goes against different monsters, maybe he'll succeed. Let's go ahead and transfer him this time. And we'll rest it out. We can also send Jolanda. So let's actually do that as well. We'll just compare. And then we'll move on to the next chapter. So, sorry, people that want to see the plot. We're going to put it on hold for like the next 10 minutes or so. Just for the hypotheticals.
It has been a long time, Lenneth. Our current situation is as follows.
Anyway, we should be doing extremely well here. We might even go up more than 1 point. Oh, just 1 point. Okay, that's fine.
Our current situation, if things do
So
not
we're doomed.
improve,
We understand.
do you wish to know the status of our Anheriar?
Was he given the same task? Let's find out, chat.
You wish to know his status?
Ooh, he had very different tasks. So it looks like no matter... Oh, and instead of just winning against the barbarians, Chad, he had major role in ferocious attack. Look at his hero value. It's 141. Chat, what a beast. Okay, so he talked to the Aesir. I guess he impressed them. So we have random Aesir says, Belinus, you wear a cloak of elegance. You are different than other Anheriar. Think you so? I myself know not of such things. I thought you would answer as such. Apparently that impressed him. If you say so, game. Activities recognized? Who recognized his activities? Was it Vadir again? Oh, it is. Oh, it's Thor. Thor in his bicycle helmet. Chat, I'm sure you missed his bicycle helmet. Just look at it, chat. Safety first, chat. Belinus, your exploits of late astonish me. Ah, thank you, my lord. I shall try to live up to your hopes. Good. I expect much of you indeed. Chat forgot about the Thor bike helmet, exactly. See, it was worth it.
Do you wish to know the status of our Anheriar?
Okay, so will she give us more points or different items? Let's find out, chat. So this is like if you overwhelmingly succeed versus like just succeed.
About your performance. Send us warriors, brave and true.
Alright, so that didn't change.
These are all the materialized points I can grant you at this time.
I don't remember if that was the same total or not, but it was still above 3,000.
The Lord Odin is pleased with you. He bids me give you these artifacts.
Whoa! Supreme Crossbow. Oh, that's a shame. Supreme Crossbow is actually good.
Lenneth, I have a request. We need
I'm thinking about that now, chat. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Very well. Good. I expect.
Maybe it is worth using the experience orbs. I learned something new today. Isn't that the 3-hit? Did I just get a 3-hit crossbow at the start of the game? Oh, chat. Oh. Oh. Crossbow made of the finest materials with the finest work. Oh my gosh, yes, chat, yes. Hold on, can we get this with, what's his name? Llewellyn. I'm really curious now. That is such a big difference. We'll end with Jolanda, so spoilers, we're gonna spend our XP orbs to get that early. Normally the weapons are not that good, but 3-hit on Valkyrie is so good. In fact, 3-hit bow is greater than 1-hit or 2-hit basically anything else unless you have the anti-beast weapons. I think we'll conclude by, let's say hypothetically, chat. If we remove the emerald necklace. So we had success, but what if we had uber success? So we'll do one more hypothetical and then we'll move on. You might notice she has a little bit of CP, chat. Yeah, Emerald Necklace, OP. Look at all that CP. So if you're wondering how we're gonna hit the evaluation very easily, you're now witnessing. So her hero value is pretty solid. It's not as high. Actually, maybe it is high as Belinus's. But more importantly, chat, she could get everything. Absolutely ridiculous. So she can already get more points than Belinus could. Already really strong tactics across the board. Look at that, chat. Ridiculous. She already maxed a skill. Completely ridiculous, chat. You know what? We'll even send her with the Elemental Scepter, chat. Why not? Who cares? This is just a hypothetical. Yeah, we're gonna reset. Maybe it is actually worth spending that XP. As long as I have at least like 10,000 experience at all times, I can make up for whatever terrible scenario happens to us. I don't need it to be super
It
high.
has been a long time. Our current situation.
Thank you for this find on her you sent, Lenneth. Warhead would make a fine shield for our troops. Okay, when strength went up, so that's a good sign.
Our current situation. If things do not improve, do you wish to know the status of our Einherjar? You wish to know her status?
Let's find out, chat. How well did she do? She played a major role. Oh, she didn't do well with the Aesir, though. What happened there? Was she too snobbish for them? Is that what happened? For a mere human, you sure are arrogant. There we go. So now we get to see the other mechanics. So sometimes people just don't get along with each other, so because she's snobbish, she'll end up with events that potentially will reduce her availability. While guarding the Fortune Land is addressed by an Aesir soldier, though he probably did not intend it, he unintentionally wounds Jolanda with her remark. How dare you! I was Princess of Artolia. I may not be an Aesir, but I'm an 18th level goddess! Wow, can you imagine actually saying that? I have a right to be arrogant. Wow. Anyway, you can see why we don't send her to Valhalla. I know. Just, what a dialogue, chat. I'm glad we got to see it. Oh, we get to talk to Bicycle Helmet. Oh, we've already seen him though. I was hoping she'd be able to talk to other people. Leave it to me, as long as I'm here, the Veneer will never win. You can just relax now. Karanda, exactly, chat. Let's see, do the items change at all?
Status of our
No.
Lenneth, about your performance. Send us warriors.
Okay, so that's about the same.
These are all the materialized points I can grant you at this.
We maxed
The
out
Lord
materialized
Odin is-
points.
He bids me give you these artifacts.
Oh, the weapon is random. Ooh. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Spinning Spear I don't think is worth it.
I have a request.
Dang,
We
if we
need
can't
more.
guarantee
Send
the
us a
Supreme
warrior
Crossbow,
with
I don't know if
we
it's
need a
worth it.
warrior skilled and send us someone with a good knowledge of. Very well. Good.
So
I
we'll take a
expect
look at it. I don't remember it being crazy. Yeah, Spear is not usable by many characters in the game. Sword is used by a large amount, and Bow I always want on Valkyrie. That's just the biggest priority. Can I even view it with other characters? No, I don't even have a Spearman to look at it. Oh, Firestorm's for it just additional 20 CP whenever the wielder's level increases. So it is a 3-hitter, which is pretty solid. If we transmute it... Oh, we can't transmute it. That's a shame. Oh, that's right. I could turn the Elemental Scepters into Tome of Alchemy if I just want to instantly win an encounter. But that's okay. So I can still choose to send the artifacts up to Odin, by the way, if I really want to improve my evaluation. So we can see there my evaluation is only 88. It's not completely maxed. So technically I could have done better with the evaluation, but it's better than 0. I think we'll continue to hold on to all the items for sure. I'm gonna try one more thing, chat. Yeah, that's not bad to get early, especially since a lot of people that end up with Spear, we either keep in the party or we just send them immediately, and in both cases, it helps FCP. I don't know why I went to save there. Let's go ahead and... we'll remove the Emerald Necklace. I want to see what happens if we just give him a little bit of a level, because if this is good enough to give us the other thing, I think this is good. Levels also impact the hero value, by the way, so you can see right now it's 84. It goes up to 82, which is not a big increase, but the 100 CP is kind of big. So that's not a great hero value. I'm not sure if it'll change what we receive, but we could try to improve it by just giving him better overall stats. So no matter what, this will improve his chances of being useful. So just across the board, usefulness is good enough for us. Some alternate ones here. So already much better off, comparatively. I'm gonna give him points and things that he'll not die if he encounters them. It's probably okay. So I just want to compare real quick. If we don't get anything interesting, then we'll just We'll continue with the playthrough, I think. Let's go ahead and rest. Out of curiosity. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm curious if I can item re-roll it. I'm not gonna do that on stream if I can. But we'll take a little sneak peek.
It has been a long time. Our current situation is...
Yeah, the extra 100 CP is more likely, again, he's gonna succeed at anything he's given, because sometimes it does check his ranks.
Our current situation is, if things do not improve...
So she's optimistic as
Do
ever.
you wish to know the status of our unherited...
So if he got a major victory, this will be good for us.
Wish to know his status?
Oh, he did! Oh, so that was a big difference, chat. So I think he only had like 67 hero value at the end of the other one, and now he's 93. So instead of rank 19, he's rank 18. So this is already a big improvement for him. So this might have actually been a good call. So I think we've seen all of these before. I'm not gonna do it again. But yeah, he's already doing much better.
Do you wish to know the status of our Anheriard?
So again, he's pretty well-rounded, so he should pass most tasks. Because sometimes it'll be like recognize an enemy has an ambush, or you have to find like another route to attack the enemy, which would be tactics potentially. And survival means he's not very likely to die ever. So we'll see what happens.
Lenneth, about your performance. Send us warriors, brave and true. These are all the materials.
So I think that was worth the XP loss. Yeah, and we even got more materialized points, so that's a good sign.
The Lord Odin is pleased with you. He bids me give you these artifacts.
We got Spinning Spear again, that's a shame.
Lenneth, I have a request to make of you. We need more. Send us a warrior with good back.
Again, like, it's not a bad item, but it's like...
Send us someone with a good knowledge of artifacts.
Having the bow would have been so
Very
big for
well.
us.
I expect...
So what I'll do is we'll save once. I'm gonna reload the other save just to see if it is random. Because if it's random, I'd rather get the bow. If it's between those choices. So we'll make one more save, and if nothing happens, then we'll just reset and load into this one. So worth the XP loss, I think, just to get A, more interesting events, and B, potentially just better items overall. So completely worth it. So let's load, I think it was in this one. So does it automatically advance the time? It does, okay. So I can't even menu when it does that. That's fair. We're just gonna do it one more time just to see what items we could get. Sorry about repeating the dialogue again. But hey, we get to learn more about the game.
Our current situation, if things do not improve, Do you wish to know the status of our unherited?
So yeah, just those couple of points, I think, in the hero value was good enough for us,
Send
apparently.
us warriors, brave and... These are all the materialized points I can
This
grant.
is all the same, we'll ignore
The
that.
Lord Odin is he bids me give you these artifacts.
Oh, it does give us something random every time. Ooh. Chat, ooh.
I have a request to make of you. We need more. Send us a warrior with good... we need a warrior
Right, chat?
skilled.
Huh, maybe it is
Send
worth
us someone
resetting.
with a good knowledge of
What do you say, chat? Do you want me to
Very
reset
well.
until I get
I
it?
expect...
Or do that off stream? Either way, I could potentially redo the dialogue. It doesn't matter. But I am curious about the Elemental Edge. I think that's also a good one, if I remember correctly. Oh, maybe she can't use it. Great Sword would be able to power the elements, raise its special attack damage by 30%, and it's a 3-hit for Arngrim. Honestly, this is also really good. Honestly, also pretty good. I might keep this one. Yeah, 3-hit with Arngrim, kind of big. I will probably be swapping him into Dragon Slayer in most scenarios, but a 3-hit on our best character, kind of good. And let's see, can I also just divine a good bow yet? Let's find out together. Oh, and I could just purchase the Spinning Spear. Oh, so the Spinning Spear is actually worth the most, interestingly. Oh, I could just purchase these. It doesn't matter. We'll just continue then. I'm gonna buy this. Holy Prayer, which is weaker than Elemental, so I'll never buy it. We'll get a Spinning Spear. Now, from what I remember, chat, Alpike, I think, is weirdly broken. Hold on, let me see if I remember correctly. So chat, little spoiler, Alpike transmuted is one of the best items in the game, and it costs like nothing to make. So we're just gonna make a couple of those. For those not aware, Poison Gem is a magic attack that hits the entire field. Spoilers, it does like 5,000 plus damage. Spoilers, it kills every enemy in the game right now. So if we are ever in a situation where I do not think I can win, I will just use this and we will instantly win. Like, it is, we literally have the I win the encounter button now. Oh, interesting. We can make Magic Pow hit. That might be worth doing. It's third ice, yeah, weight reaction, trick step, heal. Slanting rain. I don't feel like combo counter is all that amazing, to be honest. So we're a little low on materialized points. We can give up some items in order to get these other ones, as they are fairly solid. Like, if we take a look at these, potentially getting a cloak here would be really big defense difference for our back row. However, we really don't need it. The only thing I'm going to make sure that we have is the Supreme Bow, crossbow for sure. Do something like that. That's probably okay. So our evaluation's at 88, not bad. So I guess I'll save over the save file for now. So we could have saved materialized points actually by getting the spinning spear, but not a big deal. So I think what we'll do, chat, is we'll go a little bit into chapter 2. We'll try to recruit a couple people and unlock all the dungeons, but the dungeons will be for next time.
Arngrim did what? This is some sort of mistake.
Hey, let's all go together. There's no reason to go it alone. If we all go, then dying for justice and lofty ideas is pointless.
You're talking about Arngrim again, eh? About him being special?
I will not run away.
Here's some talk about Arngrim, so it sounds like we're getting a follow-up to his stuff back in Artolia. Let's see what the repercussion was for Arngrim committing suicide after killing all those guards. Well, speaking of which, I think the power play here would be to remove... Oh, wait a minute. I think I made a mistake. I made a mistake, chat. We have to reset. You know what the mistake was, chat? I left the emerald necklace on the bowman. That was actually a big mistake. My bad. We can't do that. I am not playing the game without that. Rest in peace, necklace. Yeah, I realized I forgot to swap in between. My bad. Sloppy gameplay. That is also the kind of annoying thing about the game, is that, like, because it's an equipable item and you can't get the equipable item back, that can lead to scenarios like that. So what I'm gonna do, chat, is I'm gonna level him again. I'm gonna do the other thing that I wanted to do in the first place. What we're gonna do is Jolanda is gonna force level here no matter what. So I'm actually gonna force her to get the party XP. See, this is how I actually prefer to level the characters, is just give them really tiny amounts to level, so I don't need to worry about it. So she needs 5,000 to level, so I don't need to worry about it. So there's only one character that could potentially level first. It's gonna be Valkyrie. So that way I don't have to think about it later either. So she's still gonna be pretty powerful. We could give her Guts. First Aid Guts, really solid combo. What would be good for her? Well, we haven't used Magic Power. Let's go ahead and use that. That way we can make her magic damage out of this world, chat. So if you thought she did damage before, by the way, if you thought she did damage before, let's get some fight in her. Agility increases chance of evasion, which is pretty solid. I'll take a couple points there. Yeah, we're gonna be basically maxing Magic Power, and in fact, I'm gonna put one more point in Guts just because. So she should be doing so much damage. If we take a look at her stats, like comparatively, intelligence 36 for Valkyrie, got 19 for Belinus, 22 for Luo, and 210 for Jolanta. Her magic damage is completely insane. It's a 510, chat. It's more than triple Valkyrie's damage right now. So she is going to be doing one-shot city against everything. So Jolanda, big brain, big forehead, chat. We have a Curio to make sure she doesn't die, but she also has guts, so that's probably fine. Let's go ahead and finish leveling this character again. I think we had basically everything at 3 points. She's the power to the threat of the 10,000 deaths to reality. Yeah, she's actually going to be the most powerful character until we find another mage. Mages, by far, in the early game are completely broken. Which is very silly. I don't know why they're like that, but we'll take it. I actually don't think counter is worth learning. We're going to skip that. Another rank and fight, why not? Oh, I took points in survival by accident. I guess attack power is good. That should still hopefully give us the victory. So I'm gonna make another save here, and hopefully I don't need to save ever again. And if I did, I'll just undo it, I suppose. So he has everything he needs, I think, without anything over. That's fine. Sorry about this, chat. I did not mean to do it this many times in a row. Big forehead or big brain is a good descriptor for her. Exactly. So she should be giving us some really nice things for sure. Again, her Firestorm is basically going to half health anything. And if at any point I decide that I want a boss fight to end, we could just do her enhanced arts, as that will kill literally everything. Potentially dealing upwards of 40 to 50,000 damage, which is more than any boss coming up. I'm gonna make sure we didn't mess up his hero value. I'm just checking in on him. Oh, yeah, see, I messed it up. Oh, no, because of the survival.
Do you wish to know the status of
That's
our
annoying. That's annoying.
Lenneth, about
I had it all perfect,
Send us warrior.
then he had the wrong thing.
These are all the materialized points I can grant you.
See, we didn't get
Lord
max points
Odin's,
there because
he
of that.
bids me give you these artifacts.
We got a crappy sword. Yeah,
Lenneth,
we're resetting.
I have a request.
Oh
We need
no,
more.
Chad, it's
Send
so
us a
annoying
warrior
getting that
with
one
good-
item.
we need a warrior
I might
skill.
edit some of this
Send
out
us
of the
someone with a
YouTube
good
bond. I'm
knowledge
thinking
of-
about it.
Very well. Good. I expect my.
So it'll just be a, oops, I did a bad thing. I hope it's not the emerald necklace that's weighing in for the hero value, because that would annoy me, actually. In case I cut content for YouTube, we struggled multiple ways to try to get more hero value. We had one where the archer got as high as, I think, 93. And unfortunately, it looks like emerald necklace is needed in order for him to get these super successes. So I think we'll ignore that. Yeah, I'm glad to know that just putting one gauntlet on him made such a big difference. Like, we paid 10 points to get another 110 materialized points out of it. So honestly, that's good to know for future playthroughs, that it is actually worth giving them that. And we'll be doing that going forward to make sure that they're fully armed, just to get that little extra materialized points. Again, I didn't think it would make a big difference. Like, I thought it would be like you pay 10, you get 10 at best, but no, got 100 points out of it. So we'll probably be continuing with the save file where we got the Burning Spear, which normally costs 2,500 materialized points. So we're going to get that for free. So that'll save us a lot of points in the long run. But I think overall, I was entertained at seeing the different victory ones. I think Jolanda's alternate one was really funny. the 19 level goddess is like, that was some classic speech right there, Chad. I'm glad we got to see that. So we'll be viewing some alternate dialogue as we go through the game for sure. And definitely when we are done with the playthrough, I will say if chat wants to see what happens if we have certain people go all the way to the end, we could go ahead and do that. As I said before, this stream is more for, I guess, revisiting the game and exploring things we might not have seen the first time. And definitely missing out on that Jolanda one. I'm so glad we went back for that. That made me smile. So at least I could say, even though we did spend a lot of time unnecessarily going through and trying to reconfigure some of the god rewards, I'm still pretty happy we got to see some of those alternate cutscenes. So just let me know, chat, if you're interested in that. We'll try to do that towards the end of the game once we've unlocked every chapter. And we'll try to make save files along the way where we have basically all the characters. So that way we could go back. So if you want Jolanda, for example, to go from start to finish, we have a save file for that. And we have a save file with the Emerald Necklace, which makes that even easier to do. So we'll probably do something like that. But I think for now, chat, that is all.